Welcome to Bible Snippets with Lindy. I played a bit with Genesis 7. I took all the numbers. So from the start, each time a number was named, I wrote them all down. And then I used Bible numbers for life. And a book, I've put the references in the description to look at the meanings of the numbers. And voila, this is what I found. So Genesis 7 is about Noah and the ark, and the Lord telling Noah to go into the ark, and the numbers of the animals and all that kind of stuff that they do. Anyway, let's start. So it's Noah and the flood. I've used the King James version, so all the numbers are according to King James and in order. So just a quick overview of what all the numbers mean. Most numbers have a positive as well as a negative connotation. So number 2, for instance, that would mean a pair or agreement, partnership, multiplication, and the negative effect would be double-minded, division or break. And then for 7 would mean completion, perfection, purity. There's a list of stuff. And then a negative connotation would be idolatry or abomination of suffering. 40 would mean a generation or maturity, a period of rest, whereas the negative connotation would have to do with testing or termination. 600 means armed forces, but because this doesn't have a negative connotation, I also used 6 and 100 separately. 6 times 100 is 600. So then 6, man, flesh, conscience. The negative connotation would be fallenness, the Antichrist, sexual sin or imperfection. 100, atonement or 100-fold reward or a rounding off. Then 15 also doesn't have a negative connotation to it. It's just reprieve, cancel or postpone, which means cancel or postpone the punishment of someone, like mercy, responsibility. 150, curse of evil sons. I only found one explanation for that or connotation to that. Again, we did 15, 10, perfection, righteousness, law, leadership, bereaved, temptations, good servant, difficulty. And 17, election or inheritance, and the negative connotation would be immature. Okay. So right there at top, you see 7, 2, 7, 7, 40, and it goes on. That is the order in which the numbers was in the King James version. I know the Amplified is a bit, I saw some other stuff in there, but this is King James version. So now, in order, in the whole chapter, I'd used those explanations or connotations to the numbers, either the positive or the negative, to write a story. And this is so freaking cool. Okay, so we start with man became an abomination to God, causing division and breaking their bond with their Creator, leading to the suffering, or to this earth suffering and righteous men suffering. God searched for a pure man, genetically pure, to give back the completed rule of the earth, to get back to God's original plan. So he decided to terminate all flesh, since no atonement was made for their sins anymore. Noah came into agreement with God and partnered with him to bring completion to God's plan. Again, righteous man as God's armed forces shall inherit the earth, and the rule shall be completed as God intended, and man shall multiply and subdue the earth at a different level, entering a period of rest filled with mercy, where Jesus will reprieve man. So reprieve means cancel the punishment of man by fulfilling the law and taking our sins upon himself and making us his righteousness in him. I thought this was so cool. You might get a different story if you use the words in different connotations, but yeah, it's the flood of Noah, the story of Noah, Jesus, how Jesus saved Noah, and Jesus came, and it's all about him. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a good day, and look up. Your redemption draws near. Thanks for watching.